Hello, hello, hello. I am Katherine Jones, the founder of Automate Academy, and welcome to the webinar, How the Top Productivity Gurus Get 4 Months Worth of Work Done in 14 Days and Turn Every Goal into a Reality. And today we're going to show you how you can do that too. So once again, I'm Katherine Jones. I'm a certified internet marketer, a keynote speaker, a #1 ranked productivity trainer, and my work has been featured on major blogs and magazines. I'm also the second oldest of 8 kids with 2 awesome parents. With that said though, I think it's important to know, as you can see here, I am the shortest of all of my siblings, even though I'm the second oldest. It's awful. I always wanted the tall jeans and I never got it. In fact, just a little bit ago, we were on a vacation and we were going on this speedboat thing, so we had to sign a waiver. And the woman in charge handed me my waiver and then took it back from me to give to my mom because she didn't think I was 18 years old. So, such a trial. I guess in the long run, I hope my baby face stays around forever. But I am also a spaz and a half. As an example, I started a nonprofit that delivers surprise giveaways in a koala suit. Now, you might ask why the koala suit, and to be honest, one, it's just pretty hilarious. And it makes for some really great video content. In fact, just this past winter, we were able to give Christmas gifts to 12 deserving individuals, as well as raise $10,000 for a 28-year-old battling stage 4 brain cancer. And anyway, it was just so fun and so fulfilling. In fact, I actually have a short clip. Who would you like? I know your time is very important, so let's go to the comment box. Would you guys like to see just like a 15-20 second clip of what that looks like? Yeah, I'm getting yeses. Yes, yes. Jill says yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, let me pull up that clip. Let me show you really fast.
And we want you to be recognized for how amazing you are. So we have a few presents here in my tent today.
Anyway, so yes, that was me. I was the one in the koala suit. It was so much fun. We got to just help so many people, and yeah, I can't wait to do it again next year. But now let's get on to the goods here. You see, in the next 60 minutes, I'm going to teach you my exact strategies for how the top productivity gurus get, I'm not kidding, literally 4 months worth of work done in 14 days. They're able to take that same system to turn every goal they have into a reality. And of course, I'm going to show you how you can do that too. But it's really interesting because most personal development programs get it all wrong. And today I'm going to show you my exact system for literally guaranteeing that any goal becomes a reality, and how to get massive amounts of work done in just short increments of time. Honestly, it's a guarantee every single time. And this isn't some sort of like, rah, rah, let's go, you can do it, woo, motivation, webinar pump up thing, right? I'm going to show you exact systems to automate different elements of your life to be able to wake up on time, get your dream body, actually start the business you've been wanting to start, or whatever you want to do. And I'm going to show you how to do it in a way that will guarantee that you succeed. You see, I wrote the bestseller, Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results. Once again, it's a #1 best-selling book, and it goes over how to automate, and we're talking automate here, truly without any brain power, just autopilot, your morning, evening, and eating routines. But you see, the book wasn't meant to be comprehensive. In fact, it teaches you how to automate your routines, but what about the middle of your day when you have completely different tasks every day and you have coworkers and kids and spouses vying for your attention? Or what about those, you're so stupid for even trying to change anything thoughts, you'll never succeed at anything kind of thoughts? How many of those have come into your mind? Once again, this is not comprehensive. I want you to think about too, have you ever had those self-justification thoughts where you're trying to convince yourself that you're okay, but really inside you're literally suffocating because you're not being who you feel you're meant to be? Now, it's really interesting. Just the other day I was talking to someone and she said, you know what? I'm really okay to just live a mediocre life. She literally used the word mediocre. And to be honest, I know her and I do not believe her for 1 second. And it's just because she's afraid to change her system. She is trying to convince herself that she's okay. But I mean, how many of us have ever done that before? And I think we all have, but I will also say this. You saying that, it's not entirely your fault. Because remember how I told you that nearly all personal development programs get it wrong? Well, today I'm going to tell you exactly why that is so you do not fall victim to them ever again. And again, I have taught thousands of people this system, and I teach it to my coaching students now for nearly $10,000. But today, I want to help you to achieve your goals literally now. So we're just going to dive just straight into this stuff. But before we do, just don't forget, at the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you a secret link where you can download a transcript transcript, of everything that I'm going to show you today. And that way you can start implementing this stuff ASAP. So no stressing about taking notes or missing a link or anything. If you want to, I think that's awesome. You're overachievers, but you have to be watching this right now and watch till the very end to get this. So stick around and I promise it'll be worth your time. But I know that there are so many distractions around us, but this strategy that I'm about to share with you will literally change your life. And I don't want you to miss a crucial single step. So please make the commitment to stay focused. Can you do that for yourself? I mean, close out Facebook, stop checking your email, turn off your cell phone, and give me your complete attention, because this is for you to actually help you to achieve the life you want to have. And so now, probably more than ever, especially after watching that koala clip, you might be saying to yourself, who are you, right? And more importantly, who are you to run a webinar called How the Top Productivity Gurus Get 4 Months of Work Done in 14 Days, plus how to turn every goal into a reality? And that is a great question. Now, again, I am the #1 best-selling author of Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results. And it is described as the hilariously delivered 5-step formula that shows you how to automate your routines to permanently eliminate your bad habits, liberate your brain power, and focus on what's most important to you. Now, this book was launched just about 8 months ago, and it has nearly 155-star reviews. And in fact, it's ranked above Jim Collins' Good to Great, as well as the book Crucial Conversations. If you can see Good to Great, it's in the bottom right hand corner just along Crucial Conversations, and my book has been ranked above it. And that's pretty fun to see your book amongst the greats like that. But you'll see there was a time when I used to literally hate getting up in the morning. If you can relate to this meme, you are my person, right? And not only did I hate getting up in the morning, I was also extremely bad at it. In fact, a few summers ago, I had a job where I had to be at work at 7 a.m. in the morning. SOS, that is the only emoji to describe that experience. And I would say that I pretty consistently would sleep through my alarm and get up between 6:46 to 6:49 a.m., leaving me just about 4 minutes to put on a skirt and arrive to work 6 minutes late. And so right now, if you're thinking to yourself, wow, I bet you look crazy every day, then you would be 100% correct. And unfortunately, my inability to function in the morning was also coupled with my hatred for getting ready for bed, along with my hatred for actually going to bed, and prepping meals was not on my list of favorite things to do either. And I mean, there are just so many days where you could show up to work looking certifiably insane before you realize that things need to change. And so alarmingly, that number of days was higher for me than it should have been. But I finally figured out how to eliminate things that I hated from my routines. And for the things that I couldn't eliminate, I figured out how to automate them so they were mindless. And why did I learn to fix it? Because I was sick and tired of being an underachiever. And I just saw this terrifying path that I was going on. Now, I want to see in the comment section, can anybody relate with me? They're sick and tired of never being able to achieve? Yes, Sarah, Mark. Okay, yes, thank you. And I just saw myself being one of those people becoming one of those people who said that they were going to accomplish great things, but then never actually doing it. And then subsequently lying to myself and to others, just saying like, oh, my priorities changed, or like, oh, I decided to go a different direction, right? And that was the reason why I didn't do them. But deep down, I knew that the reason I wasn't doing what I said I was going to do is because I did not learn how to master myself or my circumstances. And so my mediocre, truly inconsistent actions was resulting in a mediocre, inconsistent life. And again, that just terrified me. I never wanted that. And so I changed. And I changed in a pretty big freaking way. And since that point, I have been ranked the #1 productivity trainer of over 300 coaches at the last company I worked for. And there I taught sales strategies, study habits, and productivity to literally thousands of 18 to 30-year-olds. And I've spent over $25,000 in coaching and programs and systems and softwares to learn how to achieve my own levels of peak productivity and to achieve them in a way that is scalable, repeatable, and very easy to implement. And I have developed a repeatedly proven system that literally anyone, I'm talking any single person, can follow to achieve any goal that they want. And this system is so freaking rad because it eliminates the possibility of you failing. And with this is how you could accomplish 4 months worth of work in just 2 weeks. We're talking 14 days, and I'm being so serious right now. And so right now though, before I teach you, I want you to imagine what your life would be like if you knew how to accomplish every goal you set. And I'm being serious right now. Like, close your eyes right now. I don't care I don't care if you're in public. Close your eyes right now. And I honestly want you to close your eyes and think, if I had the power to accomplish every goal I ever set, what would that look like? And what can you see yourself doing, and what can you see yourself becoming? Maybe you see yourself losing 30 pounds and having a six-pack. Maybe you see yourself tripling your sales and moving into the house that your kids have always wanted so you won't be cramped, right? Maybe you can see yourself actually being proud of who you are and not hating yourself for only living at 60% capacity. Maybe that's what it is. But if you learn, I want to ask you this question. If you learn how to accomplish every goal you set, would things be better for you? Honestly, still keep your eyes closed. I want you to imagine, if you could learn to do that, if you could learn to put any goal that you had out into the universe and make it transform into a reality, would things be better for you? So if there's any part of you right now that falls victim to being a chronic underachiever, you literally would be a crazy person not to stay on this webinar. You'd be crazy, so please stay with me. And today, I'm going to teach you, the one thing I'm going to teach you to make sure before you leave is that you have a systematic, proven way to literally accomplish every single goal you set while eliminating the possibility of you ever failing again. And when you walk away, you will have a system to absolutely 100% do that. And again, the one thing, I just want to make sure you have this. This is why you have to stay here, because I'm going to teach you this one thing you're going to walk away with today is to have a systematic, proven way to literally accomplish every single goal you set while eliminating the possibility of you ever failing again. So we could talk for hours about the benefits of what this will have in your life, but let me list some of my favorite, right? You can actually be proud of who you are. You can free up time to focus on things that are more important to you. You can eliminate stupid, annoying tasks from your life. You can completely change your financial situation. You can have your dream body, waking up and feeling pumped out of your mind to freaking start the day, and you can literally get massive amounts of work done in short amount of times. I mean, I literally jumped out of bed this morning at 4 a.m. and I'm not kidding. I used to tell myself I do not agree with the fours. That's what I would say. I will never wake up in the fours, right? I literally almost woke up in the threes today because I knew I had this webinar today, and life is just so much more fun when you have no fear about what you're accomplishing and no fear about what you want to accomplish. And not only will you get these benefits though, but let's talk about some things that you'll be able to avoid from this point forward. You will not have to read another pointless, stupid self-help book. You'll not have to pay thousands of dollars on a course that isn't actually going to get you results, and you aren't going to feel the sting of disappointment in yourself. Disappointing yourself. You won't feel as though you're disappointing your spouse or your kids or your parents or anyone ever again. If you never had to feel disappointment of yourself or disappointing anybody ever again, is that just amazing, right? And you're also going to realize that I realize that accomplishing every single goal that you set, that's like a pretty hefty promise, right? But I guarantee you that this is not a fluffy, follow your dream type training. I don't sell fake stuff. I don't train on fake stuff. I sell systems. And they're systems that work, that are scalable, and that are repeatable. Now, to ensure that you have a systematic, proven way to literally accomplish every single goal you set while eliminating the possibility of you ever failing again, I'm going to reveal 3 secrets to you. Now, the first secret that I want to share with you is critical because there are so many people out there who have said, I've just failed so many times, it's probably never going to happen for me, blah, 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 right? Okay, let me hear. Let me hear in the comment section. Have you thought that before, right? I failed too many times, right? Okay, Dave, Cindy, Becca. Okay, yeah, a lot of you are saying this, right? Now listen, I honestly used to think those things before too, but the first secret that I want to reveal with you about completing every goal you set is to tell you that there is a very specific reason why we propel ourselves into failure. And for example, like, oh, I've never succeeded before, why would I succeed now, right? There's a very specific reason why we propel ourselves to this, and there is a very specific way to break this pattern. Now, the second secret I would reveal is that you can actually automate your routines to achieve your goals. And that includes waking up in the morning, not pushing the snooze button, right? Things that you used to think just weren't a possibility. Now, most people think that they were born with certain characteristics. For example, like, I'm not a morning person, or I'm big boned, or I'm not good at math, or I'll never have a job I love, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. You see my point, right? But you see, most people play the victim role, and there is a system and a process, though. There is a system and a process where you literally just have to choose once that you're going to accomplish a goal, and then it's done. Voila, you're done, right? And I'm going to share that with you today. But the third secret that I want to share with you is why nearly every self-help personal development book or course that you have ever purchased is, 1, either crap, or 2, incomplete, and ultimately ineffective. And then I also want to share with you a tactical, real-life daily solution to combat the fluff that you have been fed. You see, these experts, they promise us results, but they don't actually teach us the tools to do it in a way that is permanent. And honestly, in so many ways, it's just not your fault that you haven't accomplished what you want to accomplish. I mean, I cannot tell you how many programs I've been a part of only to fall back into my old habits again. And I'm going to show you how to combat that, because nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants that, so let's just fix this and fix this permanently already. Does that sound good to you? I'm getting yes, some party emojis in the comment. Okay, great. Okay, let's do this. Awesome. Okay, so secret number 1. There is a very specific reason why we propel ourselves into failure and a very specific way to break this pattern. So I want to teach you there are 4 different elements of progression. And the first one is belief. What do you believe about your circumstances? What do you believe about the quality of your future? And most importantly, what do you believe about yourself? Because that belief will lead us to something that is called potential. And whatever we believe about ourselves determines what we believe our potential to be. And it's then our potential that will determine our actions. And then it's those actions that will determine our results. And whatever those results are is what we'll begin to believe about ourselves. Are you seeing how this is a cycle here? So let's just go ahead and do an example. Let's say that you have somebody who truly believes that they are capable of running, let's just say a 7-8 figure business, right? So they probably view themselves as somebody that they really believe in themselves, so they view themselves as someone with great potential. And because they see themselves with great potential, they're going to conduct themselves in ways, taking action, taking courses, selling products, meeting with mentors that will help them to become what they believe that they actually are. And obviously, this is going to then produce them great results. Are you with me on the cycle here? It's going to produce them great results, which is going to refine and then elevate their belief about themselves even more. And then the cycle continues. Now, let's say, though, now that you have somebody that thinks that they're worthless, they think they're a failure. Well, they're obviously going to think that they have little potential, which will lead them to then mediocre actions. Are you following me in the cycle here? Which, if you have mediocre actions, you're going to have mediocre results, which will once again contribute to the beliefs that you have about yourself. And this is why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, right? Now, I'm going to show you the scariest thing about this cycle, though, and it's not necessarily the ones that spiral upward or the ones that spiral upward, obviously, or downward, but instead it's the people that literally stay stagnant in this cycle. It's like their life's on repeat, right? And so their belief in themselves, like, meh, I'm okay, right? Meh. So they don't really think that they have any more or less amount of potential than they had the day before, which leads them to literally the same actions and the same results that they had over and over again. And there are so many people that are literally living the same year over and over again. They've lived the same year for the last 2, 3, 4, 10, 20 years. Oh my gosh. And nothing has changed. Literally nothing has really changed, and they're stuck in this cycle that they don't even know they're in. This is honestly so terrifying. So I want to ask you this. How many of you have seen yourself in this cycle, whether good, bad, or stagnant, right? Let's look in the comment box right. Okay, yes, a lot of you. And isn't that amazing, right? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of you saying like, yes, good, or different points. Okay, yes, okay, Cindy. Okay, yes, totally. I totally see that. And it's an amazing thing if you're writing this progression cycle up, but it's a horrific thing if you're writing it down. And to me, I think it's the most depressing thing if you don't even realize that you're living the same year over and over and over again. So I guess the big question of the day is, how in the world do you break this cycle? Now, you actually break this cycle by giving up your power. I know that sounds crazy, but you break the cycle by giving up your decision-making power. And once again, I know this sounds crazy, so let me explain. We're going to go to secret 2 right now. The second secret I'm going to reveal to you is how you can actually automate every step that it will take to achieve your goals, right? So don't worry, we're going to go back to this, but I'm going to show you the way to break this cycle is to automate your steps, to give away your decision-making ability. Now, you'll see that there are two of these elements in this progression cycle that deal with vision, and this one right here that deal with vision, while there are 2 that deal with systems. Now, you've got to absolutely shock and take huge actions in one of these elements of the cycle if you're ever going to break it. And doing that in one will tweak the other. So I want to show you how you can totally shock the element of this actions portion of this cycle to be automated in a way that is always working toward you and accomplishing your goal. Now, in my book, I combine the principles of computer programming, a language that was created to automate, with the science of human behavior to then create a system that helps you to achieve your goals on autopilot. Now, if you're thinking right now, geek, then you would be correct. That is a true thing about me. But if you're thinking boring, you would be absolutely 100% incorrect. You see, there are 5 different stages to automating your routine. Now, the first is to define what your perfect routine would look like. You can see that in the light blue right there at the top. And then you're going to design it. It's almost like creating a blueprint. Then what you're going to do is you're actually going to create it. And so that's like turning your blueprint into an actual thing, like taking the paper plans for a house and then actually building the house. Then you're going to test it to make sure that it works, and then you're going to document it, write it down so you see it every day. And we don't have time to go over all these different things, all these different facets in detail today, but what I do want to share with you is what I believe to be the most important element of all of them. And just implementing this one thing will absolutely increase your productivity like crazy, to have your routine and goals automated literally immediately. I'm not kidding. Literally the second you implement this, because you see, all of these steps will help you to eliminate something called decision fatigue. So let's look in the comments. Who's heard of decision fatigue before? Let's wait for, okay, yes, no, kind of, no. Okay, well, you see, so let me explain it to you. So you see, our mind works like a muscle. And when your muscles get tired, they don't perform as well, right? And I mean, your first set of bench presses will always go better than your last, just simply because you have more strength. But your mind also, which works like a muscle, literally gets tired from making decisions. And the more decisions that we make, the poorer the decisions we make, simply because we get tired. And that's typically why a majority of the stupid decisions we make happen at night. Our minds are tired and not as able to choose what we really deep down want to choose because our minds are tired, right? Are we getting this? Our minds are tired. They work like a muscle. So instead of choosing the right thing or the thing that we truly want, we choose what's easiest simply because, once again, we are tired. So that might mean you eat the bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos instead of making a salad, or maybe you yell at your kids to stop crying instead of listening to them and actually asking why they're crying, or you start watching Netflix when you know you should be building up your side business, right? Are you starting to see this, right? Our brains literally get tired. And yes, though, the happy thing is that this muscle can be strengthened. But at the end of the day, that's just not very reliable. So we just have to ask ourselves, what are we going to do? Now, if you're really going to combat decision fatigue and truly automate your routines so that your goals can become a reality every single time, then you need to start taking decisions away from yourself. Now, if you're like, what? Taking decisions away from yourself? Are you crazy? I might be crazy. Yes, I might be crazy, but I'm going to tell you this, right? It works. It literally works. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you want to start eating healthy, right? So you go out and buy a carton of egg whites, or maybe you're legit and you actually crack the egg whites, right? Good for you. I don't do that. But you go get some egg whites and you decide that you're going to eat them every morning for breakfast. So morning number one, you kill it. Egg whites for breakfast. Morning number 2, you also do great. But then morning number 3, you eat the egg whites, and then as you just saw a few seconds ago, you see the Eggo waffles in the freezer. And Eggo waffles always look good. And then you also see the toaster strudel along with the Go-Gurts. So by morning number 4, you've now caved, and you're treating yourself to a hearty helping of Eggos. So if there are egg whites, Eggo waffles, toaster strudels, and Go-Gurts all in the fridge, what is the likelihood that you are going to pick the egg whites? Now, depending on the day, it could be as low as 25%, right? A quarter. There's 4 options, and so a quarter of it is 25%. But let's say that you took the decision of what you have for breakfast away from yourself. Let's just say that you got rid of everything else. You got rid of the Eggos. You got rid of the toaster strudels and the Go-Gurts. The only thing you had in your house was egg whites. Well, if the one thing you have to choose is egg whites, what is the likelihood that you're going to eat egg whites for breakfast? Right, it's 100%. Are you seeing this right? So you see, by choosing once and then taking away your ability to choose again, you are able to guarantee yourself for success. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's do another example. So let's say that you hit the snooze button, and you and the snooze button have been enemies for quite a while, your whole lives. And let me see in the comment section if that's you. Okay, any battlers with the snooze button? Okay, yes, we got a lot of yesy. Okay, I feel you. Yes, me too. That used to be my life in such a huge way. Now, I used to have an alarm for like 6:06, 6:14, 6:25, 6:38, 6:42, 6:46, which was like literally the most late I could wake up before being late to work. And even then, I would still push my snooze button, right? But let's say that it is our goal to wake up on time every single day. So how do we start? We have to automate it, right? And the way to automate it is by taking decisions away from yourself. So sometimes to help me come up with my plan, I know this is like kind of an extreme way, but it helps me to think about it. I think if somebody were to come up to me and tell me that I had to help someone that had my exact same problem, I had to automate this behavior for them, and that if they failed, they would die, how would I do it? Again, I know that's a little morbid, but it really helps me to think about every possible decision I could take away or eliminate to ensure that that person or myself would wake up in the morning. So let me show you what I do to automate this routine for myself. So first, I wake up at the same time every single day, so I don't have to remember to set my alarm, right? Once it's set up, I put it on repeat, and that decision is eliminated. Now, the second thing that I do is I put my phone in my bathroom, which is a solid 10 steps away from my bed. So there's no possible way for me to subconsciously, or unfortunately too many times in the past, consciously, reach over and hit my snooze button. So that decision is literally eliminated. Next, I give myself 5 minutes to put on my gym clothes before another alarm will go off, and my gym clothes, once again, as part of my nighttime routine, are already underneath the sink, something that I do before. So the decision to stay in my PJs is then eliminated. Now, to ensure that I don't stop on my way and lay back down in my bed on the way of walking out the door to the gym, I have an app on my phone that forces me to take a picture of an object before the alarm will go off. So I choose a picture that is downstairs, very, very, very far away from my room. So I literally have systems in place that will guide me or force me or automate me, whatever you want to call it, right, to get out of bed, not hit the snooze, and get out of my house into the gym every morning. And when you have that, you will get up, right? You literally will get up. And if you don't let your decisions be left to fatigued willpower, if you eliminate decision fatigue, you will complete your goals every single time. And that's why Steve Jobs, if you see him right there, that's why he wore the same turtleneck every day, to eliminate, in his opinion, the stupid decision of using his willpower to decide what to wear. He wanted to use those things for more importance. And you'll also see Mark Zuckerberg does the same thing. There's a picture of his closet, a very wide repertoire of clothing, but not at all. But are you starting to see how literally any goal you want to accomplish can be guaranteed if you set up systems that will automate your actions? Are you seeing this, right? And and as you set up these systems, they'll literally guide you and almost even force you to get from where you are now to where you want to be. And I just want to show you what one of my students sent me this week via Snapchat. You can honestly do this for any goal, like I said, but I want to show you this. So they said, haha, okay, because I said, what are your goals? She had commented on something. She wants to start several businesses, blah, 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 blah. I'm starting automation that I filled out in a February planner to post 3 times a week. I worked out my post beforehand. I have an app that reminds me to post. Awesome. Are you seeing how she eliminated the decision? She didn't have to remind herself. She had an app that's going to tell her. Another is fitness, be healthier and lose weight. I did a Jumpstart Whole30 and lost 16 pounds. So I'm in the process of figuring out automating my meal planning and exercise routine. Awesome. She's taking decisions away from herself. Another is to read 12 books. I still need to do my reading calendar for the next few months. Are you seeing she's not deciding every day what she's going to read? She's going to make a calendar so she makes a decision once for the next few months so that the action of picking up a book will be part of my routine. Are you seeing how brilliant this girl is? And then she says, sorry for the long message. Obviously, girl, you know I do not care about that. And thanks again for your work and for sharing your book. And then the very end, my favorite part. Decision fatigue is a real thing, and I am loving incorporating automation into my life, right? Are you looking to see how much this girl has accomplished? This is literally nuts. And all because she decided once and then she took decisions away from herself. And I want to show you another one. It's from another one of my students via Snapchat. He said, thanks for all the positive energy. I really do feel stronger in my dedication to improving my life. This weekend I'm installing a punching bag in my garage, and I'm super motivated to get back into my fighting physique. And the videos you shared have really helped. Now this is what Cooley says. I have set up a $500 a month in account to go to a savings account that I set up. I could go on, but thanks. So what he's done is he's set up a savings account that will automatically pull $500 a month to go into a savings account. He doesn't have to choose to save his money. He chose once and automatically it's being pulled out. Are you starting to see the power that decision fatigue can have? It doesn't matter if it's what you're going to eat, when you're going to wake up. For these people, it was starting a business. For these people, it was reading. For these people, it was saving money. Literally, eliminating decision fatigue can and should be applied to literally every situation or goal that you want to set and it will force you, automate you, guide you. I don't care what verb you want to use, but it will help you to actually accomplish the goal that you want to accomplish. So eliminating decision fatigue in every goal that every goal that you want to set can help it to be accomplished. And because your systems will be foolproof, right, you don't have to fear that you won't accomplish your goals. So let's go back to our original cycle of progression. We have belief, potential, actions, and results. And if we automate our routines, that will skyrocket the actions portions of this cycle. So let's say that all of a sudden you've automated your routine, so the beginning and end of your days are freaking on point. And so of course your results are going to improve, which means your belief in yourself and your circumstances are going to improve, which means the potential that you believe in yourself is going to improve, which is just going to fuel the same actions. Are you with me right now? Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? Yes, okay, great. The comments. Guys, I love your comments. Keep them coming. That's awesome. Okay, so the way to break this cycle is to shock the cycle with huge, huge action. But I bet a lot of you have done this before. Is that right? Now, whether you've improved your actions through automation, my book, my systems, whatever, I don't care how you improved it, right? But you've implemented something before that has shot up your productivity. But I want to ask you something. How long did it last, right? How long did that last? Did it last a day? Did it last 2 days, a week, a few weeks? But eventually, the productivity falls apart, right? Who's been there with me, right? You set up these things, you're killing it, right? And then all of a sudden it's gone. And you might not have fallen all the way back to where you started, but that level of peak productivity that you achieved was just for a short amount of time. So once again, who's here with me? Let's go to comments. Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you for commenting, right? Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, so many of you are saying yes. Okay, but why, right? Why, you might be saying, shouldn't it just perpetually, in that cycle, go up and up and up, right? I improve my actions, so my results should go up, so my potential should go up, or so my beliefs should go up, so my potential should go up. Well, in a perfect world, it would, right? But, newsflash, the worst, it's not a perfect world. And the reason why is because not all 4 portions of the cycle are created equally. If they were, it would work, but they're not. You see, some portions of this progression cycle are more powerful than others, and some have a more lasting impact than others. So does anyone know someone, let's take an example, or maybe it's yourself, who's lost a ton of weight, but eventually they gained it all back? Yes? Okay, just think of somebody in your mind. I don't care if it's somebody from Biggest Loser, I don't care if it's your neighbor, I don't care if your husband, I don't care if yourself, but I want you to have someone in your mind, right? Now, they probably changed their actions, and that got great results. Are you seeing where we are in the cycle? They changed their actions, and now they're at the results. So these both improved, which meant that their belief in themselves improved as well. But what happened when they hit a roadblock? What happened when they got tired and didn't want to work out? What happened when their body stopped responding to the previous workouts, right? What won out? Well, it certainly wasn't the actions, or else the actions would keep going, right? But it was the belief. Belief trumps all. Thoughts like, oh, you know you couldn't keep this up, or you're tired, this isn't you, why don't you take a break, or like, look, your body isn't responding anymore, you're a big bone person, sorry, this was just a short-lived thing, right? Those won. Your beliefs will literally win every single time. And belief is literally 100 times, if not more powerful than any actions. So if your beliefs aren't concrete, and if your beliefs aren't ever expanding to be more and more refined, then your actions will eventually die out, or they won't expand or improve. So let's do another one. I want to show you another one. What about somebody who made a ton of money but then lost it all? Okay, you know somebody? I know a ton of people in the business world who have done this, right? So let's say they implemented a program, right? This would be their action, and they made a gob load of money. But then 1 year later, they were in the same place as they were the year before. You see, their actions changed and their results changed, but what won out? The belief, right? Things like, oh, I can never replicate this success, or a scarcity mentality of, I'm never going to have this much money again, I have to save it, or I'm not going to invest it in my business to expand it. These can completely sabotage any actions that he or she, this business owner, has. So going and setting any goal, what you believe about yourself and your circumstances will always beat out the system that you implement. Always. It will always do that. So let's just say you have two people, for example, who started at the exact same point. They literally are the same, two clones of each other, right? And we taught them the exact same process as their systems. Let's just say, like to start a business. And the person with the I'm a successful business owner mentality will 100% win over the I'm not sure if I can do this mentality. It's just a matter of fact. They have the same tools, but a different mindset. But again, belief will win out every single time. But this is also why you hear things like, oh, like I'm burned out. Who's ever said like, oh, I'm burned out, I can't do this anymore? Right? Yes. Okay. And that happens a lot when it comes to accomplishing goals. But people aren't burned out because they're doing too much. They're burned out because their actions, whether they're good or bad, right, don't match what they believe. They don't match their mindsets. And when you have that kind of internal conflict, you will never have lasting results because belief will always win. Belief will always win, right? And so oftentimes your actions aren't in accordance with your belief. And whether it's your belief that needs to catch up or your actions that need to get caught up, if those aren't matching, you will never have lasting, and that's the key word here, lasting results. And this is where every self-help program or book or whatever you've had up to this point has absolutely failed you. And I want to explain that to you now in Secret 3. So the third secret I want to share with you is why, once again, nearly every self-help personal development book or course that you've ever purchased is one, crap, or two, incomplete. Point blank, you need two things to succeed and to have lasting success, right? And that is one, vision and two, systems. So let's look at the model from before. You'll see that the two of the elements deal with vision, right? Belief and potential, those are up top, while two deal with systems. Now, most personal development programs will only give you one. They'll give you a way to develop a vision, or they'll give you a system. And even if they give you one, though, the processes are, on a good day, God bless everyone, right? Subpar. But if you have one without the other, or if your vision and systems don't match, you will always have small bursts of productivity or improvement, but you will never have anything that lasts, just like we talked about before. Again, how many of you have read a book or taken a program where you implemented their principles and it worked, but only for a short while, right? Okay, so let's talk about these two things really fast. When most people hear the word vision, they most often tune out, and I don't blame them because typically when people talk about vision, they say things like, believe in yourself, never give up on your dreams, reach for the stars, always work, find your passion, right? Oh my gosh, gag me, right? This is so bad. Now, if these statements don't make you absolutely want to just throw up, then you might as well get off this webinar, because I do not teach like this, right? You will never ever find me teaching anything like this, because that is fluff. That's not real, and it doesn't help anyone. But we read this all the time, and it might be disguised, but pull out any self-help book, and you'll see statements like this everywhere. Very generalized, right? But the problem is that they're empty instruction. There's no substance to it. They may be temporarily motivating, but to make your goals happen, guaranteed, you need the combination of an extremely clear, deep vision alongside systems. Now, a clear vision is not reach for the stars, right? A clear, refined vision can be comprised into two parts. One is, what specifically do I want to say about myself when I'm on my deathbed? And then what specifically needs to be accomplished in the next 6 months to work toward that. Does that make sense? So you need your deathbed vision and your 6 month vision. And with these two visions together, they provide clarity. You have a long-term goal you're working toward, plus a more clear, actionable goal that is only 6 months away. But that vision alone will get you nowhere. That's where automating your routines comes in. It helps you to guarantee that those visions, both 6 months down the road as well as when you're on your deathbed, become an undeniable reality. So it's only when you have quality, legitimate, proven instruction in both elements, vision, and systems, that you'll be able to achieve any goal that you seek to accomplish. Again, most systems will only teach you one, never both, and never how to continue tweaking them, so that as you learn and progress, you're not stuck to just one vision or one set of systems for the rest of your life. And if I'm being honest, my routine and short-term vision switches or is tweaked or refined probably every week to every other week. But that's because as I learn more, I can see that I can accomplish more. It's not because I'm like crazy sporadic, right? But it's because as I learn more, my vision expands, and thus my systems and things need to be tweaked. But once again, you need both. You need proper vision and systems to create a lasting, permanent series of successes. And with these two things, you really can accomplish any goal that you set. And that's why people, including myself, are able to get 4 months worth of work done in literally 1/8 of the time. 4 months worth of work in 14 days, 2 weeks, people. And you see, when your vision and systems align, you just don't waste time on anything. There's just a clear path to go. There's nothing and no one, including yourself or your limiting beliefs, that will deter you. You just do, because you see so clearly what's in front of you. And you've tasted this before, right? Like let's just take a simple example like this. Like, how many of you have worked on a project that you were so passionate about that you didn't even realize that while you were working on it, you hadn't eaten anything for the whole day? Yes? Yes, I'm getting yeses in the comment box, right? Let me give you another example. How many of you have stayed up late into the night reading a book because you just couldn't put it down? Right? You see, your vision of what you wanted to accomplish, right, and your systems, the way to actually accomplish them, were aligned. And it wasn't a chore, but it was the destination as well as the path. Those were both very clear to you to reach the end that you wanted. But now let's say that you had a huge paper that you had put off, and it was due the next morning. And so think back to your college days, right? If you're still in college, good for you. If you're past that point, so happy for us, right? Now, I know that I can't even see you, but I want you to raise your hand if you put out a paper, right? I don't even have to see you. I know that basically everybody's raising their hand right now. Okay, so why could you stay up the whole night reading the book that you wanted to read or watching the TV shows that you wanted to watch, but the thought of staying up till even 1 a.m. writing a paper is excruciating? And the reason why is because, first of all, your vision is poor. That's not something that you want to do, and I'm guessing that your systems of how to write a 12-page paper in one night aren't that great either. So with poor vision and poor systems, it's an excruciating process. But if you shape those things differently, if you fit that paper into a bigger vision and add systems to accommodate, you can literally pound it out. Now, something happens in our mindset and even our physiology when this happens, because when the two match, it's like a switch goes off in our brain that unlocks this untapped power that we didn't even know we had. And again, when both are aligned, everything, and I literally mean everything, is filtered through this extremely clear vision that you have. So instead of setting aside time to work on goals, you're literally working on them all the time. And I'll teach you how to do this, but when you filter things, you learn how to make activities or interruptions that used to sabotage your goals actually work towards you. And I'll show you how your daughter's choir concert, you can use that as a catalyst for helping you to achieve your goals, or I'll help you to see how that surprise test that your professor just scheduled for this next Friday can actually work towards your goals and for your goals rather than against it. Now, after teaching people these things, I get comments all the time that are like, oh my gosh, I've accomplished more in the last 2 days than I did all last month. And what's even more exciting for me than these comments, though, is that people will say the same thing 2 months later. So they'll continue to grow in their capacity to accomplish. So their benchmarks for the month previous just get left in the dust, right, as their vision grows. and their systems to comply with that vision grow. And it's in having this perfect alignment with these two things that productivity gurus can accomplish 4 months of work in 14 days. I do it, and I've seen others do it, and I've done it consistently for a while, as have others. And the fun part is, you can do it too. You 100% can do it too. Now, you see, like me understanding and learning and experimenting and paying people literally tens of thousands of dollars to get from where I started to where I am now. It looked like this, to be honest, right? There I am in that corner, and that was my path. It was a hot mess of a path. And I was still successful along the way, but I wasn't everything that I knew it could be, and honestly, I hated myself for a long time because I knew I wasn't living up to what I could be. But that's not how I want it to be for you. If this is your goal, or the person that you want to be, right, at the top, achieving your goal, I want your experience to look more like this. It can, and it 100% can be. Just because I've done the work for you. I've done the work for you to show you what it can look like, to show you how to implement these visions and these systems to have them coexist together. Now, I want you to do something for me first. I want you to write something down. Now, I know I said I'm going to send you this transcript, so you don't need to get out a pen and paper, but I lied to you. I don't care. Get out a pen and paper, get out your phone. If you want to write like a sticky note on your computer, I don't care. But I really want you to do something for you. I want you to fill in the blanks to these two sentences. First one, if I don't learn how to guarantee that every goal I set becomes a reality, blank will happen. You with me? If I don't learn how to guarantee that any goal I set becomes a reality, blank will happen. I want you to fill in that blank. And then when you're done, I want you to fill this on the flip side. If I do learn how to guarantee that any goal that I set becomes a reality, then blank will happen. Okay? So I'm going to give you about 5 to 10 seconds to really think about this. And you should probably take more time after this, but I want to make sure that I give you all the value that I can. So why don't you take just a few seconds? I'm going to grab a drink of water really fast. Okay, you got some ideas? You with me? Okay, awesome. So what will happen if you don't learn how to guarantee every goal that you set becomes a reality? And subsequently, what will happen if you do figure that out? If you do figure out how to make every goal that you ever set become a reality? Is it freedom? Is it a house? Is it better relationships? Is it your dream body? Is it getting into that doctorate program you want? Is it better confidence in yourself? What is it? What is it for you? When you finally reach the goals you've been setting literally over and over and over again for the past few months, years, or decades, what is that for you? What does that mean for you? What will it mean for you if you can figure out how to make any goal become a reality? And I want to jump to the questions box right now, comments, and I want to know if you did it. Did you answer these questions from before? So give me a yes, so you can tell whatever you want to say. Okay, Shannon, Michael, Paul, you did it. Sarah. Okay, nice. Sarah, you actually wrote it in there. Very good. Awesome. Okay, you're amazing. I really do think the world of you, and most importantly, what I think is most cool is you took action, right? So let's go. This is awesome. Okay, so today what I want to prove to you that you don't have to come from a successful family. You don't have to have money right now even. You don't have to have a booming business. You don't have to have had great grades. You don't have to be anything to get to where you want to be, to create systems in your life that will help you accomplish every single goal you set. It doesn't matter where you start, right? You just have to want to start. Now, I want to tell you that I didn't always know how to do this stuff very regularly. I would waste so much of my time, right? There I am. What am I doing? I don't even know. I honestly don't even know what I'm doing, right? But I didn't start out the best. I mean, I cannot even tell you how many episodes of The Biggest Loser I have watched while eating a tub of ice cream, right? Can I get an amen? And you might be sitting there just thinking like, oh, but like, you're Catherine, you're #1 bestseller, I'm not an expert in anything, I can't do this, I never accomplished anything in my life. And if you followed me for a while, you might say like, oh, well, Catherine has always been successful, you've always seemed to figure that out. Well, first of all, you don't even know me. That's not true. But I wanted to say something to you. So it actually just got leaked just a little bit ago. I don't know how people found this out, but it got leaked a second ago that I was a valedictorian in high school. But can we just make something very clear right now? I got a 2.8 my first semester in college. Literally, I got 3 C's, and I was like praying for that C. I got a 47% on my econ final. Oh my gosh, let's just think about that for a second. I literally got worked. I got owned, right, in my first semester in college, and I realized in a very painful way that I actually didn't know how to do anything. The only thing that being a valedictorian taught me that I had proved up until my college years was that I knew how to do what people told me to do, and I was good at following instructions. But learning and actually making goals become a reality, that was not real. I did not know how to do that. Not at all. And that's why I got a 2.8 my first semester in college, and basically bopped my way through college for the next 2 years until something finally snapped inside of me. And I was like, Catherine, wake up. what are you doing? Have you ever had this moment with yourself where you're like, wake up! Like, who are you? What are you doing? And I just dove into everything I could learn. I paid money to so many people. Some of them I shouldn't have paid money to, but some of them that were just invaluable, right? Just to learn how to not suck as a human being. And I just wanted so badly to see this version of myself that I hope could become a reality actually come true. So if you're saying that you can't do this, that you can't become this person because of this, or you can't do it because you're not that, then I'm calling you out right now, because I've seen too many people implement the system and get the lives that they want for me to listen to you and say that that's not possible for you. This system works. It's a system that has helped me to build a successful business. It's a system that has helped me to start a nonprofit. It's a system that has allowed me to literally go from 0 book idea to a #1 bestseller in less than 3 months. I'm not kidding. I literally 0 book idea to bestseller in less than 3 months. And that's just me. But I want to show you, you want to see what other people have done? And this is from one student. He said, this is a system based on the premise that humans only have so much willpower and decision-making ability per day. So the idea is to make your everyday routines become automatic, so you can function on autopilot and move systems through there. It seems like a small thing, but it's really huge. I was originally recommended this system by a friend, but I put it off because I thought it would be just like another self-help book. I've read a lot of those, and most of them end up saying something about believing in yourself. I feel you, right? But then he says, I have to admit, after hearing the promises of going through her system, I was pretty skeptical that she could actually come through on all of them. But I'm here to tell you it 100% works. Seriously. This is not just another one of those feel-good dime a dozen systems. This is real-life, practical application for how to make every single day better starting immediately. If you're willing to put in a little work up front, your routines will become second nature. And also, the psychological value of starting every day in a perfectly successful way is huge. Every day becomes more productive. And if you do it the right way, every day, you can move closer to your dreams. And that's what we all want, right? And then he says, the best part is that Catherine will never tell you what to include in your routines or goals. It's all up to you. I have created time in the midst of sometimes 12-hour workdays to read every day, eat healthy, volunteer for a campaign, and create deeper relationship with my wife, all because of a little effort I put into this program. Knowing how much this changed my life, I would have paid so much more for this. Are you seeing, this is not just me, are you seeing how this changes, right? I am a single 26-year-old girl, and this is a guy working 12-hour days with a wife. Are you seeing how different lifestyles, doesn't matter, the system will work, right? Now I want to show you another student. Or another student of mine. She says, hi, I'm Jenna and I'm a perfectionist. I also suffer from generalized anxiety disorder. So much fun! The combination of these two facts is the basis of my absolute hatred for goals. Okay, hate might be a strong word. The perfectionist in me actually sets goals all the time, but they're usually very lofty, and if/when I fail or come up short in any sense, my anxiety is triggered or worsened. And repeat. This vicious cycle continues. I actually hate self-help programs even more than goals. Learning about everything that I could be doing that I'm not is way too overwhelming for my already hyped stress psyche. Are you seeing this, right? So many different things, but I want to show you what the system did for her. She said, however, this system captured my attention and held it for a few reasons. One, it's highly entertaining. Catherine made me laugh. Catherine made me laugh, therefore they made the mark. First of all, thank you so much, right? 2, it's empowering. I feel myself feeling encouraged rather than discouraged as I learned, which is the only reason I kept going, as well as the reason I have been experimenting with this concept. And 3, it works. In the short amount of time that I've been implementing a few of Catherine's ideas, I have been more productive and I have felt more confident. The motivation has always been there. Are you seeing this? The motivation has always been there, but now I have a step-by-step process to actually achieve. It's simple and it's effective. I look forward to adding more layers to my automated routine as time goes on. Are you starting to see that anyone can do this? Literally, the system helps everyone. Even this man who thought he had it all together. I love this review that this man gave me. He said, I'm a 50-year-old guy who thought was well organized. The gains I've made with Catherine's systems are remarkable. This is worth your time. Honestly, all they did was take my system, insert their goals, and make it happen. Literally, everyone with the right systems and visions can achieve their goal. This is so exciting, right? Are you feeling this, right? If you want to lose weight, the system will get you there. If you want to learn how to speak Spanish, the system will get you there. If you want to learn to 5x your income, the system will get you there. If you want to learn how to respect yourself, the system will get you there. If you want to have a freaking awesome relationship with your spouse, the system will get you there. If you want to not take 4 days to respond to people who text you, the system will get you there. If you want to take a trip to New York City this Christmas, the system will get you there. If you want to get a six-pack, the system will get you there. Are you starting to see how literally anything that you want to be accomplished is possible if you implement this complete system? Are you getting this, right? I literally want you to are you getting this? I know that there are things racing through your mind right now that you wish you could accomplish and wish that you can make a reality. So please hold on to these. Do not suppress them anymore. Don't feel overwhelmed by them. Bring them to the forefront of your mind because I have a system to get you there. Now, in today's webinar, we went over 3 things. Secret number 1, the first secret was about the very specific reason why we propel ourselves into failure and why there's a very specific way we can break this pattern, right? You remember this, right? The 4 boxes? Now, secret number 2 we talked about. The second secret was how you can actually automate every step that it will take to achieve your goals, right? Every single step. And the third secret, finally, I share with you why nearly every self-help personal development book or course that you've ever purchased is 1, crap, I always feel bad for saying that, but crap, right? And 2, incomplete, leaving you with ineffective solutions. So I want to ask you this, and this is really, really important. Who is tired? Who is tired of never actually accomplishing or finishing what you said you would do? Who is tired? Now, let's jump to the question and answer box. If you say this, I want you to say me, because if you are tired of not achieving the levels of success you're capable of really making a dent in the universe or breaking through that ceiling that you can never seem to break through, if that's you, I want you to say me. Okay, let me scroll up. Amanda, we got Jason saying yes, we got Adam saying me, Greg, yes. Okay, awesome. So now I want to ask you, how many of you want a full 100% no secrets look at exactly how to take your goals and guarantee them that they will turn into realities? This will include how to turn your goals into realities with minimal work, more secrets behind why you never do what you say you'll do, the nitty-gritty details about how to automate your routines to guarantee your results, how to plan out success for the middle of your day, not just your morning or evening routines, but even the middle of your day when you have kids and coworkers and spouses that always seem to demand your attention. I want to show you proven tactics to combat things that try to derail your successes, secrets from other productivity experts, as well as a comprehensive training for how to use some of the best softwares out there to automate your productivity. Everything, literally everything. Who would like to know these things? Yes? Okay, again, my ideal for you is not this crazy route that I went on, but rather this, right? Get yourself from step A to step B as quickly and efficiently as possible. And not just to get you there, but to do it in a way where you feel like your life is balanced, right? And at peace and totally in control. This is a system that lasts indefinitely. And the last thing that will do is burn you out. Instead, it's a system that will automatically move you towards your goal every single day. So what I want to do right here, right now, is introduce you to something literally so fantastic. I am seriously so excited about this. I'm about to show you something so incredible. I've put my heart and my soul into this because, once again, I'm sick and tired of people failing. I'm sick and tired of people failing and when there's a way to succeed. And so this is what I've done for you. I've created a course. It's called the Automate Already course, and it's absolutely everything. Everything I promised you is here. Now, for those of you that read my book, it's important to know, once again, that the book was not comprehensive. It was never intended to be, which is probably why my readers still come at me with a bunch of pleadings for more trainings. You see, the automation system is only part of the productivity system as a whole. There's so much more that you need to know to achieve peak productivity every single part of every single day, to absolutely crush every single thing that you put your mind to. Now, there is nothing on the market that can do for you what this can. And I'm saying that with 100% integrity. My thing is that if you're an integrist, then don't say anything at all. But with thousands of success stories, along with my 9-month standing best-selling book, 5-star best-selling book standing, I can honestly say that this stuff works. And you might be wondering, though, really quickly, like, why is this course called Automate Already, right? Well, the company I run is called Automate Academy, and people come to me all the time wanting to automate or improve different elements of their life. I want to do 7 figures in sales. I want to write a book. I want to actually start a business. I want to switch professions. I want to have better relationships, right, with my significant other. I want. And with all these things, they want to automate their systems. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what information I tell you, specific to doing 7 figures in sales, specific to whatever information I tell you about writing a best-selling book. If you don't have your crap together, which includes having your mindset, your visions, and your systems in a place where you can actually accomplish what I tell you, then it's a waste of both our time. You're not going to have 7 figures in sales. It's 7 figures in sales, and you're not going to write a best-selling book because you can't even commit to not being late to work tomorrow. And you can't even commit to dinner next week because you're kind of flaky and you aren't sure if you can make it happen, right? So the course is called Automate Already, so we can get on with it, right? Learn the systems, train yourself, and get to a place so that you can do what you freaking want to do. Does that make sense? So I want to show you there are 6 steps that you need to be absolutely successful, and I want to walk you through every single one. Step 1, take a load off, mostly, mostly, right? I want to walk you through all of the work that I've already done for you, so you don't have to do it. Stop wasting your time doing certain steps, implementing and experimenting with systems. I will show you the exact blueprint that will save you years of your life by implementing these systems now. But I'm going to show you where it's necessary that you do put in the work. And you see, I'll give you all these systems. But if you don't implement it, there's just nothing I can do. And so I'm going to show you where your work is needed, because it's kind of like a personal trainer. A personal trainer can show his trainee the exact systems to get a six-pack, but it really doesn't matter how many sit-ups the personal trainer does. His sit-ups will never transfer over to his trainee. You all gotta do your own sit-ups, right? But don't worry, I'm gonna show you exactly how, and I'm gonna be there every step of the way. So that's step number one. Step number two, figuring out where you wanna go. If we just do work or follow routines with no real vision of where we wanna go, what are we doing, right? And what if we're stuck in a rut that we've never been able to get out of? How can you be sure that your goals are realistic? How can you be sure that you're not undervaluing yourself and your potential? You see, there are so many of your goals, so much of your goals is getting your mindset right. And if you have the perfect systems, but a broken mindset, I want to say that again, if you have the perfect systems, but a broken mindset, you are not going anywhere. So I'm going to teach you a system that I learned from one of my mentors, a multi-millionaire, that will show you how to identify where you are, where you want to be, and how to get there. So if you're lost about what you want to do with your life, this is for you. If you're at a loss for how you can be a better parent, this is for you. If you're getting thousands of people to your website every month, but you can't quite seem to figure out how to convert them better, this is for you. Again, we will fix your mindsets to show you what's possible. And if you're like, man, that seems like a waste of time, I will tell you that one, it's not. And two, I'm concerned that you'll never accomplish any goal that you set. And three, I want to share something with you. After Roger Bannister ran the 4-minute mile in 1964, something that doctors literally said was impossible, they said it couldn't be done, right? After he did that, literally 2 other people within 2 months accomplished it. Literally 2 months before, the doctor says it was impossible. Roger Bannister did it. 2 months later, 2 more people did it, right? So what I want to prove to you is that when you can envision what's possible, it is so much easier to achieve it. And we're going to do that for you. We're going to help you to envision what is possible for you. Now, step 3 is automating your routines. So after you have your vision set, believe me, this is the reason why most people fail. I'll go into the nitty-gritty of what automating your systems to achieve your goals looks like. Now, if you've read my book, that is great. You're a step ahead, but I have even more goodies in this section for you. So even if you've read this book, don't worry, you're going to need this. If you haven't, don't worry. This is the pro version of automating your routines. There is a more in-depth look into the science behind routine automation and how you can use it to propel you without question to accomplish the goals that you set. So once again, we're going to cover the difference between routine automation and habit formation and why routine automation is obviously so much better, right? I'm going to teach you how to stop making the same decisions over and over and over and over again and failing over and over and over again. I'm going to teach you the 5-step formula to actually take your visions and goals and turn them into realities. Then I'm going to teach you the rest of the things that you need to know so that you can literally automate your morning routine, evening routine, and eating routines. Does that sound good? You with me on this? Okay, step number 4. I'm going to show you how to crush the middle of your day every day. Now, this is the missing link for so many people. This is where people always get slipped up. So they say, I've got my morning routine right here, and then I got my evening routine automated. But what in the heck do I do to make sure that the middle of my day is consistently productive and helping me to achieve this vision of who I want to become? How many of you have been there, right? You have your morning, you have your bookends, fine, but the middle of the day, what the heck is going on? You see, planning the middle of your day requires a little bit of a different approach because often the contents of what you do every day is different, right? Different projects, different people, different tasks. And how can you make sure that those things are actually contributing to your goals and visions? Again, I'm going to teach you a system that has helped me just within the last month. Let me show you what this middle of the day method of planning has helped me to do just in the last month. Pitch an $80,000 deal, hire a new employee, build out my sales funnel for my 10 to 100K product and services, right? That's a huge undertaking. Never push my snooze button once. That's actually not true. I pushed it twice. I'm so sorry about that. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I'm transparent here, but I pushed it -2 times once. I wrote in my journal every single day. I prayed every single day. I did not get distracted by YouTube or Facebook once, and that is honest and genuine. I connected with over 35 people in my industry all over the world in conversion, sales, and marketing automation field, and I got featured on self-publishing podcasts. And what's crazy, I did this only by focusing on 15 hours per week. So we're talking 1 month, 15 hours per week, I was able to do all of that. Are you kidding me? Yes. We're talking about peak productivity, people. Peak productivity. Seriously, the system to plan out your day between the bookends of your routines, your morning and evening, is seriously gold, and it's something that my coaching clients literally pay me thousands of dollars to learn, and I want to teach it to you, all of it to you. Now, the next thing is when life attacks. Sometimes, do you feel like life, regardless of how hard you're trying to make your goals become a reality, just attacks you, right? You're just like, what the heck, right? Like, back off, universe. Now, I know, like, I felt like that, and sometimes there are just things and people and kids and jobs and situations and financial situations that are going to try to derail you from actually accomplishing what you're set out to do. Now, I'm going to teach you my top 4 systems and tools: the 80-20, the quick tweak, the vision filter, and the social disappoint. Those are my top four systems for making sure that regardless of what craziness is happening around you or your family or in the world, you can get done what you set out to get done. Now, step 6, the final There we have our 4 things. Step 6, the final thing, is to learn from other experts. Now, I'm an automation expert, but there are also other experts who are brilliant at what they do, and they offer tactics and tricks, right, that can be easily automated and might even be a catalyst for propelling you in your certain situation. So I want to make sure that you have everything that you need to get to where you need to be in. And these different experts can provide a different perspective, which might give you ideas for how to conquer your specific current situations. And so I'm going to fill you in on some of their mindsets, visions, and perspectives. And if you can find someone you want to be and find out what they've done and copy it, that's how you do it, right? Mimicry is the greatest form of flattery. And so what I'm going to do with you is within this system, within this course, you'll get lifetime access to this. So anytime I do updates or add anything, it's all yours to have forever. But I want to go ahead. I just want to take a look at some other success from some students. Chris said, this system makes routines fun and it describes a fairly boring topic, offended, but actually not at all, right? How to improve your daily routine in a highly entertaining manner. Catherine Jones gives a 5-step process that anybody can use to conquer their daily struggles, whether it be weight loss, time management, sleep deprivation, blah, 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 right? She shows her reader and her students that as we purposely design and streamline routines, we are then able to replicate them with ease on a daily basis. Yeah, let's hear it for Chris, right? Ronnie, learning Catherine systems was one of the best choices I made. I now have my morning routine with cardio, quick 10-minute weight training, evening routine, and part of my food routine automated. Thank you, Catherine. Heart, right? I also included affirmation, meditation, visualization in my morning routines. I always knew decision fatigue was what was messing me up, and Catherine's system was the perfect one for me. I have read countless of books on From 4-Hour Workweek to a gazillion others, and this was a blessing I didn't expect. Thank you, Catherine. You are welcome, Ronnie, right? Michael, most self-help systems will give you tips and tricks on how to improve your life through activities, but Catherine tells you how to change your normal daily habits to help them become your positive routines. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it's filled with humor and real practical advice. I wish more systems and self-help books would help us to humanize the author instead of showing us what someone who has perfected their daily schedule looks like. I'm able to better understand how to improve my life through short and easy adjustments in my own personal behavior, as well as the lives of my entire family through this system. Are you seeing this, right? It doesn't matter that this man has a family and I'm a 26-year-old single girl at this point, right? Fingers crossed, I'll keep you updated, right? But it doesn't matter. The system works for regardless of what your situation is. And finally, I want to show you this one from Nicole. She said, this system has totally changed my life. I mentioned it to others daily. I've increased in my productivity and have begun doing things that I enjoy because I am not spending valuable time on mindless tasks that have now been automated. The hardest part was decluttering, right, which is a step in the system, but once that was done, I have become a new woman. Are you hearing that, right? The system has totally changed her life. I have become a new woman. Thank you, Nicole, right? Now, again, those were the 6 key elements, right? The 6 key steps that you're going to need to know to learn how to turn your goals into a reality within the Automate Already course. And again, I'm going to personally walk you through all of them. Does that sound okay? Now, once again, I want to walk you through what you're going to get here, right? You're going to get 100% unrestricted access to the Automate Already course, the whole training course. Now, I teach this to my students for a lot of money. You'll see there, it's a $9,997 value, but right now, I'm going to absolutely blow you away. I'm going to blow you away with the bonuses that I'm going to give you to help you to be successful. Now, bonus number 1, I've set up a system that will help you to find an accountability partner, right? Yes. Do you see how much this is? $997. This is a $997 value. I want to let you sink that in. This is a bonus. I want to give it to you, right? Now, once all these systems are in place, everything's going to be automated, but until then, you've got some work to do. And doing that with somebody who is going through the same thing as you is critical. So I'm going to help pair you up with somebody who you can speak to on a weekly or more often if you'd like basis to get you from where you are now to having your vision defined, your systems in place, and your goals accomplished. Does that sound all right? Now, also, you're going to be granted access to our online, this is an exclusive Facebook group with other Automate Already course members. Again, this is a $997 value to you as a bonus. And I'm so excited to give this to you because I know that it will absolutely transform your experience. So, once again, as an Automate Already course member, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the full Automate Already 6-step proven system, right? A $9,997 value along with the accountability partner system and the exclusive Automate Already Facebook group access, a $997 value, a total value so far for $10,994. Now, you're listening to me right here, right now, because you're wanting to make a difference in your life, and I'm here right now because I want to help you make a difference in your life. So stick around with me because I promise you that if you stay until the end of this, you're going to get an offer that I promise you will never see this again, and you'll probably pass out about what I'm going to do for you, right? Because bonus number 2, I'm going to give you an inside look to my routines. I'm not only going to give you written copies, but I'm going to show you video of what I personally do every single day for my morning, eating and evening routines to achieve the results that I do. I'm literally going to take you with me. This is a $1,497 value, taking you behind the scenes with me. I usually don't do this, but I want to do it for you because I want to help you to achieve your most ideal self. Now, again, I have never done this before. Intentionally, I've never done this before. People, since I launched my book, right, last April 2016, have asked me all the time what my routines look like and I've never told them. And I've never told them because I didn't want them to get caught up in the actions, knowing that actions alone, right, will not last in temporary success. But with this program, because I'll be teaching you the whole program, the complete system, you'll have your mindset and your visions in pristine shape. So showing these routines will actually be helpful. Does that make sense? So what you're going to get is an Automate Already course member. Let's review, right? You're going to get the full Automate Already 6-step proven system, a $9,997 value. The Accountability Partner System plus exclusive access to the Automate Already Facebook group, a $997 value, along with Inside Look, My Routines and Systems, a $1,497 value. The total value so far is $12,491. This is massive, okay? And I'm not even halfway through what I'm going to give you, right? For bonus 3, I'm going to give you a free digital copy of my #1 best-selling book, Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Results. And not only that, I'm going to supplement you, right, with the workbook, right, as you can see there, as well as the comprehensive guide of listen tools, right? But this is what I'm most excited about, and this is something that cannot be offered. It's not being offered anywhere else. This is not on Amazon. This is not on iTunes. As a bonus, I want to give you my audiobook. People have been requesting this over and over and over and over again, but it's only being offered here as a bonus, as part of this course. And again, this audiobook is not on iTunes. It is not on Amazon. It is only available here as a bonus for this course. This is combined a $67 value, and I want to give this to you as the bonus, right? So what you're going to get as an Automate Already course member, the full Automate Already 6-step proven system, a $9,997 value. The Accountability Partner System, along with exclusive access to the Facebook group, a $997 value. An inside look. We're talking written and videos, right? To My Routines and Systems, a $1,497 value. A copy of my #1 best-selling book, Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results. A digital copy, right? I'm also going to give you the Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results workbook, along with a comprehensive guide of recommended apps and tools to help you achieve automation. And nowhere else can you find this, an audiobook of Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results, a $67 value. So far, the value is $12,558 values. And is it okay if I over-deliver and keep giving you bonuses? Yes? Okay, yeah, I'm getting some yeses, some yays in the comments. Good. That's what I want to do. Okay, let's move on. Bonus number 4. For bonus number 4, I want to give you my Automate Your Inbox Zero course. Now, I'm going to share with you my strategies to make sure that you're never bombarded in your inbox again, so you can spend your time on things that are more important. This will literally save you hours every single week and days by the end of the year. Now, this information is literally priceless, especially if you're going to focus on really accomplishing what you set out to this year. This course is a $297 value. So again, let's go over it again, right? I want to make sure you get the whole picture of what's going on here. You're going to get the full Automate Already 6-step proven system, a $9,997 value. The Accountability Partner System with exclusive access to the Facebook group, a $997 value. An inside look, behind the scenes with me, My Routines and Systems, a $1,497 value. A digital copy of my Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results #1 best-selling book, along with the workbook and a comprehensive guide of tools and apps that will help you to achieve automation, along with the Nowhere Else Can You Get This, right? Audiobook of Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results, a $67 value, along with the Automate Your Inbox Zero course, a $297 value, bringing us to a total value so far of $12,855. This is getting exciting, right? Are you feeling this? Bonus number 5. Let's keep going, right? For bonus number 5, yes, the bonuses are still coming. I want to offer you an individualized coaching session from me. So we're going to jump on the call, have an introductory coaching session, and figure out where you are. And then, as you go and figure out what it is that you're working toward and making systems to get there, I'll be able to give you an expert review of what you've created. Specifically, I'm going to review your deathbed vision, your 6-month vision, and your mantra. These are all things that we're covering in the course, right? But that way you can be 100% sure that you are on the right track. And not only that, I'm going to give you priority coaching via Snapchat, right? One of my main methods of communication. So this is a $2,997 value. This is literally huge. And honestly, I will not be offering this service for much longer. So as an Automate Already course member, once again, you're going to get the full 6-step proven system to the course, a $9,997 value. The Accountability Partner System and exclusive access to the Automate Already Facebook group, a $997 value, right? You with me still? An inside look, written and videos to my routines and system, a $1,497 value, a copy of my #1 best-selling book, a copy of the workbook, a comprehensive guide of apps and tools that will help you to achieve automation, the audiobook of Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results, something that is not offered anywhere else. That's a $67 value. You're going to get that Automate Your Inbox Zero course. That's a $297 value, people, just as a bonus, right? You're going to get an individual phone call with me. You're going to get an expert review of your deathbed vision, an expert review of your 6-month vision, an expert review of your mantra, and continued coaching via Snapchat from me at $2,997 value. The total value so far is $16,852. Holy moly. Now, I really want you to think about this for a second. So stop, right? Close your eyes. Do whatever you're going to do. I want you to take a moment. I want you to think about your goals, and I want you to think about how life is going to be when you start accomplishing them. Now, what if you just accomplished one of your significant goals this year? And we're talking just one. Maybe you finally become financially free. Maybe you finally get your dream body, right? What if you finally have the relationship with your significant other that you always wanted? What is that worth to you? If instead of in 3 years or 10 years or 50 years or never, right, you could get that this year. And seriously, what is that worth to you? I want you to think about this. What would be different about how you viewed yourself, your life, your relationships, if you were able to have a guaranteed system that would help you to accomplish your goals and turn them into a reality? What would that be worth to you? I mean, I want to help you to accomplish your goals and to help people and to make a significant influence in the universe. But I want you to think about this. If the only thing that this course did was to help you to feel 100% confident in your ability to do anything that you set your mind to, would that be worth it to you? Would that be worth it to you if all it did was help you to feel like you could 100% accomplish anything you set out to do? If you could depend on yourself, you could do anything, right? You could be physically free. You could be financially free. You could be creatively free. If you want to be spiritually free, if that's within your goal, then that's a possibility as well, right? If you are 100% confident that you can complete your goals, it's game over. You'll do whatever it is that you'll say you'll do, and you'll be able to do it because I will give you the complete system to make it happen. Now listen, I know that you're saying yes to all of this. I can see it in your comments. And thank you again, once again, for participating, right? I love seeing those comments. And I know that this course is worth $16,852. I know that it's worth the full value of that. And can you see, if I offered it at $3,497, you can see how that would be an absolute steal. But I'm not going to charge you $16,852, and I'm not going to charge you $3,497. I want to make this a no-brainer for you. I genuinely want to help you. I want to help you to get to where you want to be because, again, I am sick and tired of seeing people not achieve what they want to achieve when there is a way to get there, right? And again, it's not their fault, and it's not yours either, right? You've just been fed false and incomplete systems for your whole lives, and I can't let that keep happening when I know that there's a better way. Your success is literally what drives me. I care about you, and I care about your results, and honestly, I crave it. It's what fuels me. If you can't tell, I'm so pumped up right now, right, because I can see that this is a possibility for you. And not only, I can literally, I'm not just imagining it, right? Look back to all those different testimonials. This has happened for people, and it can happen for you. And so I made this system because I know that with it, you will be successful, and you will accomplish what you want, and the system will help you to get there. Again, you can see that this would be a great deal at $3,497. Only $3,497 to accomplish everything you ever set out to do, right? Those are massive returns. But again, I'm not going to do that. I decided to get a little bit crazy and give it away to the general public for $2,497. But since you're here with me on this webinar, you are going to be one of the early adopters of this program. And so since you're with me right here, right now, I'm going to let you get started for $1,497. And that's what I'm going to, actually, you know what? Let's scratch that. I just put a massive X through that because that's stupid. You showed up to this webinar, you stayed, and you showed that you're ready to make a change now. And I'm going to always respect that. In fact, this course is actually going to be $997 soon, but because you're here with me against the advice of my business mentors, I said, no, listen, they're on a webinar with me, they're ready to go, I respect that, so let's get going. And again, I say this with 100% integrity that the course will jump to $997, which is still a massive steal in just a few weeks. But for you today on this webinar, I'm going to give it to you for $597. Yes, I'm not kidding, $597. So if all this course did for you was give you 100% confidence that that you had the ability to accomplish what you said you were accomplished, would that be worth it to you? I want you to look back at that paper that you wrote down earlier. Look back at your answers. If you don't learn how to guarantee that any goal you set becomes a reality, blank will happen. And then on the flip side, if you do learn how to guarantee that any goal you set becomes a reality, blank will happen. If you could prohibit the first from happening and guarantee that the second one happen, Would that be worth it? I'm serious. What is that worth to you? I'm dead serious. And now I had to do it all. I had to experiment. I had to make the systems. I had to network. I had to build the course, pay tens of thousands of dollars in training. I had to cry, yell at frustration, right? Everything. I had to do it. And all you have to do is follow the steps. All you have to do is start right now and become an Automate Already course star. Hustle, make it happen, and make your 10-year goals become a reality literally in just the next few months, and just today for $597. Again, with my hand on my heart, I want you to take advantage of this opportunity, and I want you to take it, right? This is really my gift to you. I really want to see you succeed, and I want to see you succeed for the rest of your life. Not just a short burst of productivity, but lasting systems that can get you from point A to point B. Again, what you're going to get as an Automate Already course member, you're going to get the full Automate Already 6-step proven system, a $9,997 value. Then, I'm going to give you exclusive access to the Automate Academy Facebook group along with the accountability partner system. This is a $997 value. Then, something I've never done before, an inside look into my routines and systems. We're talking written and video content, a $1,497 value. I'm going to give you a copy of my #1 best-selling book, Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results. Then I'm going to give you a copy of the workbook along with a comprehensive guide of recommended apps to help you achieve automation. No need to sort through apps. No need to waste money on apps that don't work. I've done it all for you, right? Then, never before, this is the first time this has become available. Nowhere else can you get this. The audiobook of Automate Your Routines, Guarantee Your Results, a $67 value. Then I'm going to give you the Automate Your Inbox Zero course, a $297 value. I'm going to give you individualized coaching call with me, an expert review of your deathbed vision, your 6-month vision, your mantra vision. It's going to be a lot more to you in a little bit, as well as continued coaching via Snapchat, a $2,997 value. A total value so far is $16,852, and you get that all today for $597. Yes, right? What a marathon. This has been absolutely insane. It's just so cool. This is so phenomenal. Thank you for sticking with me. I am so fired up. I am so pumped for you. I'm actually going to jump off this webinar now. I got to go, and I'm sure you do too, but I love spending time with you. I think you're amazing, and I can't wait to help you to get to where you need to be. So just automate already, will ya? Okay, awesome. Check out this link below, $597 for you for $16,852 worth of value. Again, just for you, this exclusive deal. It's going up soon, $597 for you for sticking to the end of this webinar with me. So I've got to go. If you have questions, you can email me at Catherine@automateacademy.com. But for now, mwah, bye.